Yes, I'm selling my trusted Tenere 700 World Raid. It's not a lie. Let me try to explain a little bit. For the last 3 years now and approximately 30,000 kilometers, this has been my absolute favorite bike. And it's the first time I actually believed that this will be the bike that I will stick to for a long time. But then this happened. I don't know how many times I've told people not to get influenced by those professional riders like Paul Tarras and Chris Birch running around in the desert or in the jungle and flipping that bike around like a bicycle. And yet, here we are again. And yes, I have ordered the new 2025 rally model from Yamaha. You know what I say, your next bike is your best bike. But in all seriousness, there are some key reasons why I choose to upgrade my bike at this time or to this model. First of all is that there are still a good used market for my old bike, so it's possible to get a little bit back from that. But it's also the new upgraded model has kind of warped the normal Tenere 700 into the extreme version and the World Raid combined. And I just think that they took the best out of all those three bikes and put it together and made a more visual and nice looking bike. I think the rally version now represents more that off-road machine that the Tenere actually is. And I just really like the design of it. And yeah, of course, the ride-by-wire is a brilliant upgrade because we know that the throttle on the earlier models was a little bit jerky on first gear. And I've always been the guy who say that more fuel is better. And I actually thought that the split tank configuration on the World Raid was quite genius, and I was really looking forward to that. But after I've been using it for some years now, I see that there's a lot more hassle with filling up both chambers instead of just filling up one chamber. And I never felt like I was lacking fuel. I always have extra to spare every time I stop filling up. And you have the ABS button is now working as it should. On the World Raid you needed the dongle with the ABS memory feature. On the upgraded models now it will serve as memory feature, and you can turn on and off the rear or front ABS with just a touch of a button or holding the button. That is really nice. I can't wait to actually get to feel out the new bikes and test them out for myself. I am lucky enough to be invited by Yamaha down to Morocco on the new press launch of the new bikes. That is quite a humbling thing, and something I'm really stoked about. And just I have the things packed behind me here, and just in under a week now I'm heading down to Morocco to get the first hand glimpse of the rally version and the normal Tenere, and then I can kind of compare both models up against each other. And that is something I'm really looking forward to. You guys also ask me a lot of questions about making a long-term review or telling more about my upgrades to the bike and how happy I am with my setup and whatnot. And I do think that making a review with only 30,000 kilometers, when you see online there are long-time reviews of 50,000, 80,000, 150,000 and whatnot. And there's one thing that is similar with all those reviews, is that there are no known issues with the bike. And it's become such an icon in the adventure world now that it kind of speaks for itself. And that I choose to upgrade to the newest model kind of speaks for itself, in my opinion. From the old bike, I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to take off the DMD2 navigational system. And I will also bring with me the two-finger clutch and brake lever from Wild at Heart that is also mounted on that bike. And I see that I will keep my new bike pretty similar to my old bike. There is not much difference in what tools and what equipment I want to put on it. And yes, I will continue to ride on my Dunlop tires. I absolutely love those tires. There will be a follow-up review or long-term review of that ones, because I've ridden 2 sets of Trailmax Raid now. And I also want to test out more of the 908RR before I can give a proper evaluation of those tires. There's one thing I want to point out, and that is the Akrapovic slip-on. I opted for this year from Yamaha. I know it's a really expensive upgrade, but the exhaust I have on my bike now is quite cheap, but it's not allowed in the EU, and with the new Euro 5 plus regulation and whatnot, it's gonna be really strict down in Europe with if you don't have a correct muffler on your bike. And the rest of the bike, with all the upgrades and whatnot, I gonna make a standalone video about that when I pick up the bike and how I mount everything. I think that can be a really interesting video for a lot of people. And yeah, what do you think? Is this a bike you are willing to upgrade towards? Is it enough of an upgrade? Please share what you think about it, and what would you do different with a new bike. And yes, there are a lot of videos coming up. I haven't been quite myself lately. I have had a little dip in motivation and the creative side of everything, but everything is going much better now. I'm starting to work on a couple of different projects I think can be interesting for you as well. And yeah, there is a lot of things coming. New season, new motorcycle, and maybe a surprise or two. You never know. There will probably be something in the woods of Sweden as well, but I will point more to that into my Instagram account. It's good to be back. It's nice to sit in front of the computer editing videos again, and there will be much more to come. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe. I see you in the next one.